Anything you witnessed that really explained to you what he is?
I think it's because he considers every aspect of the filmmaking process important, and he considers each person to be their own individual artist. So he believes if he has the best artist working at their craft, then his film works. It's a collaborative sort of banquet that he sets for everybody to take part in. And I think when a director's sort of like an overlord or thinks that they have this sort of beautiful picture that only they can make, I think that's when things fall apart. But Guillermo, he just doesn't work that way. You know, he listens to everybody.
Which is smart. I never want to be with someone who wants to be the smartest person in the room.
No, because, and also it would be a lie, because nobody is and nobody knows. Even when we're making this movie, we'd look at each other every day and be like, I don't know. I don't know. Good, let's shoot. You know, because then you'll find out.
Yeah.
You know, action and cut, something really does. I know you guys know something happens in between action and cut, or when you say that something happens, and then you learn something and you discover something, and that's when the process is sort of the most important to me. You know, when you're discovering the movie as you go, or the movie's telling you what it is as you go.
That's what was interesting too. It unfolds in a different way. Because how many times have you done something and then it's not what you thought it was when you see it?
Every time.
Sometimes for good, sometimes not so good.
Yeah, always somewhere in the middle, but both sides are always productive. You can use both, and you hear that dicky shit all the time. Like, you can learn from your failures, and you're like, well, I'm sick of failing, so can we fucking start learning? But the truth is, if you sit and you think on it enough and you apply it to your process and the way that you look at movies and the way that you think about them, you can always find something, even if it just means you can play a loser for the rest of your life. Then you can, like, you know. But I'm serious. There is something in everything.
Yeah.
You know.
What was the atmosphere on set like? Because I know you're battling weather, you know, these giant sets. But I talked to Oscar recently, and he was like, I don't know about Jacob. He's like, I had the best time, and he's like, he was the one under all the prosthetics. So.
No, I had the best time because the prosthetics, first of all, when I grew up dreaming of being an actor, the first things I remember seeing are things like Lord of the Rings, and that's what you want to do. You want to put on as much makeup as possible, the most, you know, incredible costume. You want to pick a sword up and you want to run out and set things on fire and shoot guns. That's what it's about. You know, that's the whole thing. So the prosthetics was like an invitation to play the sort of coolest character